How's it going, everybody? This one will be a more serious video again. Guardbreak vulnerability has always been a thing that confuses a lot of people in this community. Frankly, a lot of this confusion is homemade and the fact that opponents can parry at different timings, and that being the reason why the Guardbreak bounces seems to elude people. But that's not the topic today. I want to talk about the inconsistencies regarding that window that were introduced with this season. I think I've mentioned it in the Lawbringer frame data video, but I'm not 100% sure. But with that patch, the 200 millisecond window for Guardbreak vulnerability got introduced. Before, we only had the 100 millisecond window at the minimum, and then the next step immediately was a 400 millisecond window, and nothing in between. Now Lawbringer's zone attack as well as Hitokiri's zone attack have this aforementioned 200 millisecond window. Both of these attacks being zones, so you will see people use them as an option select when parrying. Doing it towards the end of the window puts you in danger of still being guard broken though. But that's not my issue here. My issue is that none of the other similar attacks have been touched. Hitokiri has a 600 millisecond zone attack with a 200 millisecond Guardbreak vulnerability window. Gladiator has a 700 millisecond heavy with a 100 millisecond vulnerability window. And that's exactly the inconsistency I mean. Is it really okay to have attacks with such varying properties in the game? We had exceptions before, like Black Prior's zone and his 400 millisecond window. Of course you can make the argument that these attacks are used in different ways, and differentiating them with something is only natural. BP's zone being a bash, which makes it a strong option select, might be the reason why it got such a big window. But on the other hand, when Glad's zone was changed, it only got the 100 milliseconds. So now the whole thing is up for debate. Do we need consistency here, or is it okay to randomly assign things? Should all 700 millisecond heavies have the same amount of Guardbreak vulnerability? Because as it is right now, they don't. And to be honest, I can't really find a good explanation why these differences exist. Remember when Aramusha's guaranteed top light after a side heavy was removed a couple seasons ago? The reason Ubisoft gave us was that this is confusing to newer players. And we're basically looking at the exact same thing now. But it's not only confusing to newer players, it's confusing to a huge part of the community. So yeah, feel free to share what you think down in the comments. Should these windows be standardized, or is it okay to have exceptions? Thanks for listening. I know the footage wasn't too exciting. Laters everybody.